Hello, everybody. Okay. Welcome back to the AMA session with me, Anastasia. Okay. Can everybody hear me and see me properly? Let's just check it with everybody who has already joined. You guys have the access to, okay. Roy says, yep. So before we're waiting for everybody to join our AMA session in February, I'm going to introduce myself and then explain for the newbies, because we have everybody here, all of the users, trial and who's been with us for a while, how it all works, what is the AMA session, etc. Okay, so let's begin. My name is Anastasia. I am the CCO of the company. I've been with the company for 6 years, almost in April. And the AMA session is the internal webinar where, well, it is Ask Me Anything session, which means that you can ask me any question related to the CRM. And it doesn't really matter what topic we have, because AMA sessions, they are mainly like either we're just sharing all of the product updates on NetHunt, or some little topics that we choose to talk about, like the general things. Like today, we're going to talk about the pipeline, what the pipeline is, and how you can manage it in NetHunt, get some insights, etc. The meeting is being recorded, so don't worry, you all will receive your recording tomorrow with all of the additional information that we talk about today. How it will go? Well, first of all, while everybody's joining, oh, wow, a lot of people are joining. I'm really happy. So, first of all, I will talk about the topic, about the pipeline today that you all registered for. And then during this presentation and demonstration, I will be just talking. So basically, when you have a question, you just put all of the questions in the chat box where you can see everybody's texting right now. And then I will cover them. Plus, I will go through the questions that you previously asked while registering for the AMA session. Okay. And again, you can ask me anything. So not only related to pipeline, but also like the workflows that you use, maybe the Google integration, like the calendar, etc. So whatever you have, any doubts. Also, if you have something specific that you want to discuss, and maybe it might take a little bit more time that we can cover today. So feel free to book a demo call or assistance call through our website or through email, through chat. And then you can talk to the success manager directly. Okay. So let us begin. Well, first of all, I wanted to ask, does everybody know what the pipeline is? I mean, of course, yeah. I will just go on and talk about it. So why it is important, because a lot of people, they might, well, we all have different pictures, but the pipeline is the visual representation of all of the deals, opportunities, all of the let's say records that bring you money, right? In your business. And while whenever we talk about the pipeline, we think about like the one specific folder, like the deals to opportunities, they go through the funnel, and etc. With NetHunt, we just want to destroy some of the stereotypes. Well, not destroy, but kind of broaden them. So I'm going to share my screen. Wait a second. I'll choose what screen to share with you guys. And
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
Oh, my Apple Watch just wants to talk to me. Okay. Here we are. I think this is the one, right? Yes. Okay. I believe that you can see my screen. So let's, what we're going to cover today. Well, basically, we are going to cover the main things that you can track in the pipeline in NetHunt. But at the very beginning, so what do you see? You see that I have 3 folders, and that I will be covering mainly one folder today, deals. And like traditionally, of course, if we're talking about the sales pipeline and sales team and any business, we talk about contacts, companies, clients, and the deals folder. And so mainly we want to track, or you think that you need to track all of your deals or the pipeline in this folder, and that's it. But businesses are different, and sometimes you can have, like, your business might have only one-time deal, right? So you do not have any recurrent purchases, you do not have any projects related, like only one time, that's it. No upsell, no upgrade, no downgrade, nothing. Lifetime license, let's say. So then you might not even need this deals folder. So you can only like have your pipeline either in the contacts folder, if it's like one person, one contact equals a deal. Then you can have a pipeline. You can see I have a view pipeline here under the contacts as well, and or with the companies. So company is one account that also has multiple contacts that you might be connected to, right? That thing. If you just want to create a pipeline, so you just decide what business structure is for you, then you decide what folder will have this pipeline, and then you need to go directly to that folder, to the settings, and make sure that you have this one specific, one of the main fields that is called stage. Here I have on my deal. I will be showing you on the deals, okay, in the pipeline. So the deal has all of the stages that I care about. There's been one question, like what kind of stages I need to add, or what are the most possible, right, stages. It doesn't really matter, whatever feels right for you. You see that I have new, presentation, negotiation, won and lost. You can also add, I can add actually, like very easily. You think of new stage, you add it, let's say on hold. On hold. So we add it, done, save, go back to my deals, and in my drop down I already have like +1 stage, which is on hold. So you can have like proposal, you can have like first contact made, or like whatever language you want to insert, whatever stage is relevant for you, you just put it in there. This is a constructor. NetHunt is a constructor. You don't need to just accept whatever we tell you to go through. Anyways, so this field is added, great. Then you like to form a better pipeline, you need some more information. So on my deal, I also have the link to the company and the contact for sure. I might have the deal amount that actually the funnel, the pipeline will tell you, okay, how much money is stuck in a certain stage, how much money like each manager brought you. So that is pretty important field. The priority, the probability, the close date, these are very relevant to your pipeline. The country, of course, if you're working worldwide like we do, we also want to know like what is our target audience, and like where do you guys come from, yeah, etc. The deal types, the product types. The pipeline is very diverse. But how to create it? So first of all, you open the folder and you get the list. Then you need to start working with sorting, grouping, filters to better visualize all of your pipeline. So I will start with the basics. I need to group all of my deals by stage, and there I can see all of my deals grouped by all of the stages that I have that you can add. Okay, so this is, I do not have like that many stages. Some of our clients have like 30, well, or 70, whatever works for you. Then what else? We need to add some more information to this. So basically this can be like my whole pipeline, including all of the won and lost deals or archive deals on hold. So not only the active pipeline. Then you can also add summary by the deal amount. So you can see that, okay, so these 3 stages, so I have like 4 + 4 + 7 deals. All of these deals, they might bring me all of this money. I can also check how much money I already earned or lost. I don't have any on hold. Then, of course, I can represent some more information on the cards, because again, our pipeline needs to give us the very fast, like I don't know, image, glimpse of what's going on. So for example, I can also add the manager to my pipeline. I can also add like what company they come from, maybe the deadline, yeah, the date, the close date, when the priority, etc., etc. So all right there. And now my card actually looks a little bit bigger, and now I can understand, okay, like what's going on next. If I want, for example, to only see the pipeline, the active pipeline without closed won, closed lost, or on hold, so like mainly what I'm working on, you can also click here and remove, not remove, but like hide a few columns, like won and lost columns. I hide. Oh, also on hold. I don't really care about this one right now. Okay, so this is my active pipeline. What else you can show? Okay, I'm showing the summary, but I also can add another. I can show the average deal amount from my deals in this certain funnel like stage, yeah, column. And there you go. If you need more information, be my guest. You can also update some info, some fields on the go. You do not go directly to the record. Also, you can sort all of them by priority. So if you have the field priority, you can sort them by low or high. So right now I can only see all the high level deals on top. And then you just save it. I will call it pipe because I already have a pipeline. I can share it with everybody. Everybody sees everything. This is the general pipeline, right? With all of the managers, with all of the deals, the deadlines, etc. Which, like, you can have the general pipeline, but then you can create multiple if you need to see some specific information. Like here, I can see only my deals, right? So I'm one of the managers, so I don't need to see the whole pool. I want to see what I'm working on right now. So I'm working on all of this. I have the list of others, etc. What else? The active and just the pipeline I showed you. Next, you can create a view of the pipeline where you see all of the closed won deals this month divided by managers. So we all know the stage, it's one. We can see who closed the most of the deals, how much money they all brought, and that was this month. You can also filter it out and show like, okay, so this is good for this month, but what about the last month? By the way, here in the filters, when you have the field date, you can write your own definition of the date. So you can just say like last month or three. Okay, I'm going to show you like last month. Do you have any? I don't because I only prepared all of these deals for this month for you guys. So I have more, deals. But also you can write down, okay, nothing will be shown, but maybe, yeah, last 3 days or last 30 days. I don't have anything, but I just want to show you the example that you can write down. Like, for example, close date is like from 2 days ago to today as well. Because I understand that you guys, some of you, and of course it's genuinely like clear that, okay, I only have the possibility to choose from the drop down, but no, you can actually insert your own date. This is just an example, but here you can basically choose, okay, so this is the 21st of February, but you can show maybe like the date, the year to change, and then it will show you the date. Anyway, you can play around with the filters as much as you want. But again, we will be given more hints with the redesign. But with the filters, you just eliminate something or you show certain information. Then you can also create with the filters or with the filters plus, okay, this magic fields, buttons, the grouping. When you group by one field, you can only group by one field. It gives you the card view. Yeah, so here in the pipeline, I grouped by stage field. If I want to see all of the deals by manager, I group by manager. I also can add some more information, the average, the sum. I can hide something. I can sort all of the deals. etc. And I can add another field. So for example, I see all of the deals by my managers, but I only want to see, for example, the one deals. So I choose the field. Stage is only one. So then I have the clue. Okay, all of these deals have been won, 10 out of 31. And you can apply another filter. By the way, if you want to keep the previous view and then you want to, and you create another one based on this one, like I did just right now, so I only applied another filter, you can save as and give it a name and share it with everybody or only yourself. I'm not going to do this. Another thing that you can track is to be closed this month. So as so-called as forecasting. So when you have your pipeline, of course, in the pipeline, you might have different close dates. And let's say you're planning, like your sales cycle is not 5 days or isn't even 30 days. It's like 3 months or 6 months or 2 years. So then, of course, you can have like all of those deals. But then if you want to make sure that you have the forecast, and you need to specify that in the filter. So you want to see the forecast right now for this month. So the close date will be this month, and it will be this view will be picking up what month it is. So you do not need to specify February 2023. You only say this month. Next month, in this view, I will see all of the deals that are due in March. If last month, and you understand, you know the drill. Right. And so here, I just eliminated the deals that have been won or lost. So they are not, is not. Wording matters, right? And again, I want to see who is about to close these deals this month. So all of my girls over here, 3 managers. And I can also see the probability. So I always want to see the top deals that are about to close. So it means that I need to push, right? Or I am like, I'm counting on them. So it will appear in my company's bank account. Okay. So that is about the forecasting. So you can also track not only for 1 month, but for, I don't know, a few months, this quarter, for example. Yeah, so like 3 months, half a year, etc. Another good thing is the stock deal. So what do I mean by the stock deals? So again, you have the perfect pipeline, but then you want to see exactly, okay, so I want to see all of those active deals that are stock, but I need to know how many days I give for each of these stages. So basically, in my head, you can see here, I have a time and stage for 5 days. So like if my deal, any of these deals is more than 5 days in this stage, so then I see these deals in this view, meaning that this deal new is stuck. It hasn't been worked on for 5 days. It has been in the presentation stage for more than 5 days, but I should be closing it, like I should be moving it along. What is time and stage is? This is the statistical field, and we also have the IMA session. I think it was last one or previous, like anyway, on the stat fields, you can check it too. This is a statistical field that looks like this here, time and stage. And this field is automatic. It tracks this field. It's triggering this field. So this deal has been in presentation stage for 97 days. It's more than 5. That's why it's here. For better representation, do not forget to add it to your card. So time and stage will be showing already here on my card. Now I see that all of them have been in the stage for 97 days. Meaning that I added this field 97 days ago. Then I can update my view and it will stay like this. If I change, for example, let's say I will go to this stage, to this deal, I update the new stage into presentation. Now I can see that it's been reset. Now it is 0 days, and tomorrow it will be 1 day. It's been in the stage. You can also track not only days, but also the hours. The hours are good if we are talking about the support cases, because you guys, because again, of course, the CRM is for the like salespeople, yeah, by default. But if you're having the support department that need to receive the tickets and then process them, you can also have another folder, let's say like tickets. And whenever you receive the ticket through the web form, through the phone, through any automation, then you can also track them. So like this ticket has been assigned to you and it's been in the new stage, like you haven't even started working on it and it's been 5 hours. And then you also have the stuck support ticket view. Yeah, so you can see that I have 30 stuck deals, which means that I'm losing all of this money right now. Yeah, you can also see, you can also add a manager, right? And then you can create a view for each manager who has the stuck view, the stuck deals, and have a talk. Make sure it's not you. Those talks are not nice. Okay, another cool thing that you can get from your pipeline is the lost deals. By the way, not only lost deals, but you know what we're practicing? It's great to discuss. I don't know, guys, how big your teams are, but you all do sales, right? So you need to discuss weekly, preferably, not only the lost deals, but also the won deals. This is what we do right now as well. We added to all, and these lost deals last month, for example. Yeah, so of course you cannot discuss all of them. You discuss like this month or how fast your this quarter, for example, lost deals. And you see, okay, so I have 3 main lost deals: expensive, lacking functionality, and not interested, or like no response, or on hold, etc. If we have like lacking functionality, by the way, I can see that on the card, I show what functionality is like. I just wrote integration, yeah, but I don't want to specify what kind of. Well, you should, but like for the demo purpose. So then you see, okay, so I need to talk to these managers, like why they lost the deals, and I need to make sure, okay, so like this is expensive. Have you offered some other option, etc., etc.? Like if they went, or they went with a competitor. So if they did, so like which competitor, and again, like what was like in here, or is it the price wise? So that is good to discuss. Plus, you can have, but how you do this? So in your deal or in your company, in the record, where you have the pipeline, create a pipeline. You need to, of course, you have the stages won and lost, but then if you look, you know what I want to do? I want to show you deal type, no, not the deal type, closed one. Let's say this one will be lost. So if I lose it, I automated my, I mean, not automated, it's just like it's the folder settings. The field that reacts every time I lose a deal, this pop-up window will pop up, and I will need to choose one of the reasons why this still has been lost. And if I choose lacking functionality, then another field will appear that I need to fill out. Otherwise, you cannot lose a deal. So then you need to always know the reason why you lose the deal. So like lacking functionality, I don't know, test. Okay. Only now I lost a deal. And here I even have the group for lost reason. So lacking functionality, what functionality? You can add another group of fields that will say one reason, because you also need to understand your one reasons and see like, okay, so they paid for our product because what we do in NetHunt. So every time we talk to the client, they closed one, we have tags that say like, okay, so the reason the deal is one, the reasons are with the tags. So like workflows, LinkedIn integration, chats, I don't know, Gmail integration, you know, user-friendly, amazing customer success, you know, all of these reasons. And so then it actually gives us understanding like why people buy us, and then we understand like what we need to improve as well, because, or just market more. So this plays both ways, where we need to improve and where we need to celebrate, and actually tell our product team that, guys, you rule. Anyways, so this is all for your own good. Then, of course, you can divide all of your deals by country or by region if you're working worldwide, or even if you're working within one country. So then you can also divide them by regions, because you can have regional salespeople. And so like, okay, so who's making more deals, who's bringing more money, which region is more popular, etc. So you can divide that by that as well and track it. So you see that you might have multiple pipelines, multiple filters that is giving you reports and is giving you the better picture, like where you need to move forward in your business. Also the deal types, you might have multiple products that you sell. I just created like the product, like if we're talking about NetHunt, so it can be either deal type like monthly or annual. It can be different plans that we're a SaaS company, so we have 3 plans, as you know. Yes, basic, business, and advanced. And so like what is more popular? So also I want to see like, okay, so business of course is more popular. Then is it monthly or is it annual? So where do you push if you don't, etc. So all of that, every information that you want to track, you need to include in your fields, in the fields of your folder. Okay, so I think, no, that's not it. I can talk a lot about the views and what else you can track. I can see that you already started asking me questions in the chat. Ask more, like what exactly you want to track. Maybe I haven't covered, but what else you can, if we want to wrap up with a sales pipeline, what else we have? We have the reports on the sales pipeline, and we can see already in the reports by all of our managers, by the time period, how many deals in count, and also in money, in dollars or whatever, other currency. We can see how much each brought, right? And we can compare also with the previous period. So for example, this quarter compared to the previous quarter or month or a year, etc. So you can also see like how your team grows or not. All right. So the comparison is over here. I said last year to 2 years ago, just to have some numbers, because, excuse me, this is the demo account, and sometimes it doesn't really have the relevant information, but you can see the numbers, right? So like our team closed more money, like more than the previous period. Yeah, like 2 years ago we didn't close anything, and how much money we lost. So this is the lost opportunity. But not only this we can do with the sales pipeline, also you might set the goals for your team, how many deals or how much money you need to close, you need to bring to the company for example, this quarter. Yeah, so I can see that I have created a report for deals won and lost for this quarter, and I only lost deals. But what we can do, we can go to our dashboard and add a widget. Guys, here are the widgets that you can add, the system ones. Yeah, so like the folder, subscription, team, and permissions, but also for the reports. And for the also you can just show like a snippet of the report that you have there in the reports. But also you can have the goals, and the goals for any of the reports, the team performance, the days in stage, and the sales pipeline. And for the sales team, it's good to set up like to set up the amount of deals, or if you care about the deals or about the limit of the money that they need to bring. I will just do that, like sales goals. Yeah, sales goals. Choose this quarter. So this quarter, I want to have the deals, let's say 50K. Yeah, it's 50K. And now I can see, so in this quarter, I have 32 days left, and my managers, they need to bring at least 50K. They're not even close. They haven't even started. But when they do, then we will have like the bar will be colored in red, orange, and green. So yeah, so this is like a gamification for all of your team, just to see that you can that you're moving forward. Okay, so that that is all I wanted to share. Right now, I'm going to cover questions that have been asked. You can all see the questions right now on your screens that have been asked by you, and then I will cover the ones from the chat. Okay. So the question from Carlos, KPI on days per stage to focus follow-up. So basically here are the things that I showed about the stock deals, right? So days in stage, these are, this is the statistical field that calculates how many days this record has been in a certain stage, right? So time in stage 97. Based on that, well, there are different scenarios. What do you want to do? You either want to talk to a client, you either want to talk to a manager, because the follow-up depends, right? So like if it's been 97 days, like in my case, I think this is the lost deal. Another thing, you can add not only time and stage, but also if you need to make sure that you follow up with people within a certain period, you can add another field that is like last interaction date. Guys, all of the statistical fields, they can be added here, stats, and you select the type, time since field update, date of field update. These are the same fields, but date of field update shows you the date when the field was updated. And it's easier. For example, like if you want to show the pipeline, like show me all of the lost deals in December 2022, right? Then you can select December 2022, because if you select this field, this gives you the number of days. So you would need to think like, okay, so how many days ago was December? A little bit, you know, more. These two fields serve different purposes a little bit. Yeah. If you want to, I don't know, maybe automate some follow-up. So let me know if you do. Because over here, you can like, the basics is just to create, to add this field, to create the view that shows you those deals or those people that you haven't contacted, or they have been in the certain stage for this many days. And then you decide like, what do you do? Maybe you have templates that you want to, maybe you want to select all of them and send them as email, also possible. So let me just check, maybe you guys have, can we choose a date? Okay, Carlos, if you're here, please let me know if this is what you meant or you want me to add something. Ellen, what does a lead or prospect enter? When, sorry, does a lead or prospect enter the pipeline? What are the options for stages of a pipeline? Well, about the stages, I mentioned a lot that you can add as many stages as you want. However, in different scenarios, what you can do, you can create already, if you have 3 folders, scenario 1, either like when you start talking to a prospect or a lead, you create a lead, like a contact, a company, and then also an opportunity. So all 3 records are created simultaneously. And then, for example, you have not a contact through the stages, right? But the deal, because they, for example, applied for a certain product. And so you then like, you know, talk to them. It can be a different way. You can start talking with a contact, have the pipeline in the contact. You see, I have lead, contact team, etc. Because maybe you have SDR team and they are talking to people or reaching out to people, and you're not sure if they want to buy from you, but only when they say yes, you can change their status or stage and I don't know, one or client, and then you can create a deal already, and the deal will have its own stages, because then you directly talking about a certain product or a service. And then, yeah, it can be like presentation, it can be proposal, it can be just negotiating, contacting, you know, well, I'm talking in mix. So then it depends. Like what we do right now, we we do just our pipeline is built on the company. So we have the company, we have the contacts, and then we only have like the workspaces, right? So we need to see like how you guys are doing. Where, and there we have the information, like what plan you guys are on, because one company is one deal for us, for NetHunt CRM. So there, okay, wait, maybe I can have Ellen here. No, Ellen, if you're here, I think Ellen, I think you have been talking with our managers already. So basically, if you need some more info, you can reach out to them or just send us a message over here. So, but guys, just so you know, so it depends on like when you want them to. Do not do extra work. So if it's not relevant for you to create to have 3 folders, or if you have 3 folders to create a deal like simultaneously with a lead, don't do that. It's annoying because you need to fill out information all the time there, and no. I mean, up to you. Question from Victor. Different pipelines with different stages for different deal types and how? Deduplication on lead conversion, how? So different pipelines with different stages for different deal types. So it depends, because different deal types can be different products. It can be annual or monthly. It can be anyway, deal types, right? So like if we're talking about the contact, so it can be a client or a partner. And so of course these two records can be 2 different folders. So it depends on the scale. If you can manage all, like how different are the stages for all of them, for all of the deals? Because if they're not that different, or maybe they're like 2 only different stages, you can have it all in one folder. Why? You just in the deal, so you will just add all of those. Like let's say you have 5 stages and 2 different ones, so basically you will have 7 stages, right, in your deals folder. Then you will only have a field that I just added. Like, yeah, I added like deal type, which is monthly and annual. So this is the type of subscription. But let's say, bear with me. Then you add this deal type. Then you have the stages that are not that much different. And then what you can do, you can basically create the pipeline for deal type. Sorry, where is the type? Okay. Oh, sorry. Well, I have type 1, type 2. Doesn't matter. Oh, it does. It does, because I have nothing there. Deal type. There you go. Let's say monthly deal type. So I only have 20. So over here, I will have save as monthly deal type pipeline over here. And I will change update for annual, save it as annual. Basically now in one folder, you will have deals for 2 different types. They do not really differ in their stages, like only 2 stages, let's say. And then you can create 2 views where you will only specifically see all of the annual type 1 deals and type 2 deals. If they are significantly different and they basically do not have like not only stages, but also other fields are different, depending how many fields are different, because then you might just have different groups for different types. So basically I only have these 3 groups for one deal type, and then you can just rename deal details. It will be type 1, statistic will be type 2. And so for each group, you will have different stages. Basically, again, you can just have stage type, product type 1, stage product type 2. And then again, you just leave everything in one folder. If everything is completely different, then I would suggest you create two deal folders and just call them accordingly. Yeah, according to the product that you sell. Again, we just need to discuss it, I think, more. I think Victor is going, yeah, I think I know who the question is from, and I believe that I have a call with you, Victor, tomorrow. So we will talk about it. About the deduplication on lead conversion. Oh, by the way, guys, if you have the same question, like with different pipelines, and if you already have them managed, so let me know, and maybe you manage it like the way that I explained right now. If differently, so please tell me. Deduplication on lead conversion. Deduplication on lead conversion, a little bit misleading. What do you mean here? Well, if we're talking about the deduplication, so we have the duplicate rules that you need to set up for sure. In the settings, we have the duplicate detection that you can set up for all of the folders, meaning that you cannot enter or create a record inside with certain similar, like same information. If we're talking about the context, of course, we have the rules like on email, on LinkedIn link, on phone number. It can be also you can add another rule, like for example, first name and last name. And then you choose warn about the potential duplicates, or but if you choose this choice, this option, you can still you can proceed with creating the duplicate record. If you forbid, so you do not even have the button, you can only cancel. So that for the companies, you can also make the rules for company name, but again, the company names can be so different. So guys, make sure, but again, it's live. You can insert you can create a record like NetHunt, and then somebody creates NetHunt CRM, the third person creates NetHunt LTD, like, wording, and of course no systems can actually oversee this. Maybe can, but like we cannot. So basically you can make more rules so we can check for all of these unique fields. But in case you already found a duplicate, let's say a contact duplicate, what you can do, you can group them by, let's say, email, which is going to be the unique field, and show the duplicates. After, if you found the duplicates, you can, because they have the same email and basically they have everything similar, I created the duplicate. You can later on merge these contacts, and when you choose what you choose, then you merge the record, and after that you merge everything. So like basically this was just a blank record, but we merge all of the information, all of the fields plus the timeline. So if you had any email communication, any files, anything on your timeline, it will be preserved over here. Okay, let's move forward because we don't really have that much time, but we have questions from you guys. Okay. Question from Valentine. How to best handle a sales pipeline with recurring subscriptions? Create a new record for each period, have a single record containing all the info, but then how to handle when the pricing changes or another solution. So basically this is us. And I didn't have a perfect solution for you guys, but if you are a SaaS company, because you have the sales pipeline recurring subscriptions, right? And also we have Pascal, who also works in SaaS. So basically, guys, what we do, of course, you have your own admin panel. So what is the subscription? What you sell, and of course you just note it somewhere, right? You need to manage there, like let's say us, yeah, NetHunt, we have the workspaces. So every time you create a workspace, we have a database of these workspaces. Also we have Stripe manages all of your subscriptions, like the payment and the annual, monthly, and then the recurrent, the upgrades, right? So the recurrent payments, also the plans, the names, and what is included in your plan. So what we did, we did it through the automation, through our automation internally. And since you are a SaaS company, you also have the developers, as far as I understand, right? And so they know how to connect it all, because this is what we did internally, but we also have the workflows and the open API. So if you guys want, you can connect it all to through the API with all of other tools, or you can also use our workflows, because what we have in the workflows, oh, I forgot to show you something else that I created, but again, if you have the workflows and you want to make two tools communicate with each other, you can connect them through webhooks. So webhook will give us the information from the external tool and update the record inside NetHunt. Create record or update record. If we are talking about something else, if you want to send information, you can make an API call and send it to another tool. You can also create it for Stripe, etc. But how we store it inside? We have the workspaces, we have the folders, workspaces, companies, and contacts. And in workspaces, we store the information like about the plan, about all of the changes. So we have the sync and the plan, the amount, like the plan price, how much money in total you paid, how many users you have, etc. What we had previously and what you might also be interested in, because it depends on your product and the subscription, you can have a folder for example, like subscriptions, where you will only manage subscriptions. And every time, let's say they bought one license, but then so in one license, in one record, you will store the information, what type of license, for how long it is, for like a year or a month, and then with every time they renew, you will need to have another record created, because like basically like one license is one payment, and it is for either like, and let's say for all of the upgrades, maybe you also would need to create another record. So it's not like it's doable, but if you're a SaaS company, maybe it will be okay for you to attract the developers, but we have all of the means for this. Okay. Boom. Pascal. Oh, Valentin, you also have a question there, but okay, I will answer that question later. From Pascal, we're a B2B SaaS company, so it would be great to cover examples of that due to the time difference. Okay. Sorry. Examples of all of the pipelines and even SaaS solution for Valentin, like we just like I just talked about. I think this is what matters. But again, if something specific, we need to know more about the business, because like during the calls, we mainly find the solutions and understand more your use case. So for the SaaS, I think we covered a lot, because it depends what you track. But the main, I think, thing is about the payments and about the subscriptions, so how to manage them. And let's answer the questions from Roy. Use a LinkedIn extension to manage pipeline, used mostly for appointment setting. Okay, so LinkedIn, you know how the LinkedIn works right now. At the moment, you can create the company and the contact right from NetHunt, from LinkedIn into NetHunt, and grab information that is given to you. Appointment settings. So for LinkedIn, we do not have any, let's say, integrations with Google. Like basically, you can just ask their email and send them a calendar invite, or maybe, okay, or maybe you can, I don't know what else, but like, how do you do that? What is the scheduling? Anyways, can you use NetHunt with a Google Workspace account that has multiple identities, aliases for different domain names? So basically, we had the question before. You can enter NetHunt only with a physical account in Gmail, because like your NetHunt password and everything. This is from your Gmail account. So physical Gmail, and there you go. If you want to, for example, send emails from another alias, that is also possible, because you do not need to be like, you do not need to add them as another user. You can add them just in your send as, and this is not us, this is Gmail over here. So you can send you can send an email from, I have multiple identities, right? And you can insert that either in the single email, in the email campaign, or the workflow automation where you have the follow-up emails. Then how to set it up? You just need to go to the settings over here and go to the accounts and import, and you will find this option, send email as. That's it. So this is the only option, but if you want to see and manage something, so this is the user in NetHunt, and it has to be physical. Email campaigns. Roy, while you're here, what exactly you want to know? Okay, so just to be quick, because I'm not going to show about the email campaigns, we didn't have time. We have one-time email campaigns over here that you can send manually, right? And you will have all of the statistics, etc. One-time campaign. If you want the automated campaigns, you would need to use the workflows. We have these, okay, let me just send with the recording all of the videos, but you can already find in our knowledge base the email campaigns and the workflow automated emails. So whatever you need, we have it all. Okay, let me then go through all of your questions in the chat. Okay, guys? So, oh, from Valentine. Hi. You're French, right? Okay, can we choose a date in the future, in the next 30 days? This would be useful to have a view on the deal soon arriving at expiration. Yes, you can do it. So like basically, as I showed you, you write down in the filter, you just type in, but type in English, only English, okay? So even though you might have like French or whatever interface, type it in English. We will only react to that. This month is not ideal because I have a deal to close on the 1st of March. Then I won't see my views when I check it at the end of February. It would be better to have something like in the next 30 days. Yeah, in the next 30 days, or like you can also here, if we're talking about the dates, okay, where's my close date? Over here, you also have these options, right? Less than, less or equal to, greater than, greater or equal to. Yeah, like, well, it's not for you, like last 30 days, but this is what I mean. But wording like yours works. Dusting. Is there a way to easily transfer customer information from deals to contacts? Say if we win a job and want to move the lead to a contact. Okay, so as far as I understand, the lead is in the deals folder, and then you want just to move them back to contacts, but I don't understand, like, why would you need to do that? So if you, yeah, Dustin, I don't understand, like, why would you need to have why would you need to do that? So basically you have a contact and then you have the deal, which is the opportunity, or you just manage everything in one folder. So basically you add the stages. So like so from lead, it becomes a client and that's it. And you don't move anything anywhere. But if it's like, but again, it can be connected to permissions. If you have multiple people in your team and you don't, like once they become a client, you don't want to show it to the person who actually closed them. If it's this case, so then let me know. But you can also in one folder, you can only show the records of the managers to the managers, so they won't see other records. But again, it's not necessarily to move them from one folder to another. Better to separate them or keep them in one folder, just separate with the stages. Okay, Roy. Okay, Roy, question. I'm particularly interested in the LinkedIn functionality. Is it possible to import a list of LinkedIn URLs to create a bunch of new contacts? A list of LinkedIn URLs from NetHunt, right? This is what you mean. So like, do you have only URLs, or you have all of, like, you have a CSV or a spreadsheet with all of the info? Because you can export the info from import from a CSV. So you already just URLs. Ooh, no. So basically, guys, about the LinkedIn. So right now it is what it is. So we will be working on improvements. But right now you can only create records from LinkedIn. If you, let's say you have a contact already with everything, you imported the URLs with the names, with everything, and you go to LinkedIn and you find this person, it will not be synced unless you do it manually right now. We do not react to any updates. We do not crawl the information to bring to your NetHunt. There is no such button yet. Okay, I'm not, I cannot tell you all of the scope. Yeah, that's the thing. So you would need to, because like, but how do you only have the URLs? That was like, maybe somebody search for all of those people that you need to go there. Okay, I'm sorry, Roy, but not as sophisticated yet, the integration. Okay, if a recipient unsubscribes to an email campaign, does that affect other campaigns sent by other IDs from the same NetHunt user? I have multiple aliases. Okay, so how do we react? So basically you have one pool of contacts, one folder. And when a person unsubscribes, do we have any unsubscribed people? Let me unsubscribe this person. By the way, you can unsubscribe a person. So, and then it doesn't matter who is the user. So all of your team, let's say you have 50 people, whoever creates an email campaign, including Anastasia Riggs, the email campaign won't be sent to her because the system will notify you. If it's just a one-time campaign, it will notify you to exclude her because she has previously unsubscribed. If it's a workflow, it will just skip this person. So it won't send it there to them. Okay. Can I keep the recipient in other campaigns? If you want to keep them in the campaigns, so then you might just resubscribe them. But this is not fair. If they subscribe, so don't. This is tricky. Okay. No. It's either unsubscribed or not. If it is, they won't receive an email. A question from Maria. Hello, how do you copy a view from one folder to another? The views cannot be copied from one folder to another because these are different folders. And so the folders, they have different fields, different structures. So it's impossible. So basically you cannot, because this is different. These are the deals and these are the contacts. I cannot copy my deals into the context because the deals and contacts are different. Ian, hi. Would be interested to understand more about call logs, completely new to it. Okay. By the way, Ian, we need to schedule another call because we have a session 2 on the assessment of your account. So hit me up. Okay, about the call logs, guys. So basically what we have on the timeline, we're running out of time. I'm so sorry, guys. We have so much to talk. But about the call logs, this is just a summary, short summary comment on your on the timeline. So nothing is automated. After the call, you can leave a short summary, the duration and the date. If it's been a call, then what you can track further very quickly, I'm sorry. Then you can have the in the statistics, you can track how many total call logs per record. So about the call logs, last call log, total call logs, last call log added, etc., for the interaction purposes. So then you might understand how many calls were made for each, I don't know, client. Another thing that does matter in the reports. In the reports of the team performance, we also calculate how many calls over here have been made by each manager. in the last month, for example, yeah, etc. But that's it. Okay, Ian, we'll cover that later. From Valentin, another question. Oof. Okay, guys. Is there any plan to let companies choose between US and Europe for where the data is stored? This would be useful for European companies. Yes, there is a plan. I know the GDPR regulation. So basically right now we store all of the information in the data centers in the United States. But we do consider, of course, to have the data centers and to send the info to European servers. But like, is it? I mean, of course, it is a big deal, but yeah, there is a plan. Ian. Next question. I will be fast, guys. Also, any examples where you've seen companies use NetHunt for ticketed events? For example, where a busy sales team might want to create a ticket to share with another team support. Yeah, basically, you know what we do? We internally in NetHunt have a folder for only CSM, for customer success, where we track projects, feature requests. Why? And we actually share it with everybody because like we can have bigger projects that is not, let's say, like a task, and we all need to collaborate. So we create a project record, we add all of the managers, we add the stages, we add the data, the description, the deadlines. We also have the timeline where we can mention each other, etc. But also about the yeah, and you can share it with whoever you want. Also, you can link this project or this, let's say, feature request to the record of the client or clients. So then you will be able to notify all of the clients that requested this feature. Yeah. So you can do this. Use as many folders as you need internally. That is good. Okay. Okay. The question from Valentin, that you tried to write down in the next 30 days and it didn't work. Let me double check it. Okay, I will double check it with the wording. Maybe the wording doesn't work, but I am sure that it should work. But if it doesn't, I will let you know. I will write this in the. Can you write not in the next 30 days, but like next 30 days? Let me see. Deals? Okay, guys. Oof. We're running out of time, but it's January. Okay, today, tomorrow, next 2 days. Is it next 2 days or it's? Let me check the deadline. Yeah. So yeah, don't write in the next, write the next, sorry, next 2 days, okay? So, oh, sorry, next 30 days for you. It should. Okay, Roy, different offers from different providers. This what you need to specify. I don't understand if it's a question or what, or okay. Ian will book a call with me. Maria, thanks for the answer. Do you have a video that walks through creating a view? Yeah, we do. Go to our knowledge base on nethunt.com. Guys, you can learn, sorry, you can click on learn and then you will find help center. In the help center, just enter the keywords and then you can see how to create and manage views. It also has a video. It's very old video, but it will do. Anything that you need to find, go to the knowledge base. Roy, Anastasia, thanks so much for the presentation. Oh, okay, very helpful. Thank you, Valentin. Thank you. Okay, guys, we are done with all of the questions. But you're welcome. You're welcome, guys. If you have more and more questions, you have 3 seconds to type them. If you still do and you're in a hurry, you need to go. Anyways, please, I wanted to mention another thing real quick. I know that a lot of people already left, but you are welcome to share your reviews on NetHunt, on the usage on the Capterra website, and get $20 or 20 pounds or 20 euros of Amazon gift card. Of course, if you want to share your review and get it, if you want to share a review, positive, negative, whatever is welcome. My coworker Anna will share the link right now with all of you, and we will send this link via email over here. Here's the link for the review. So again, you get something nice and you talk about us. you tell the world something nice about NetHunt, and so I will be forever grateful. Anyway, this is the campaign that you can take part in. For all of other questions that you might have and regarding anything in NetHunt, feel free to go to our chat, email, and schedule support calls or demonstration calls. My team will help you. I will help you if you have some, like, I don't know, some requests to have the assessment of your account. You also can, assessment meaning to see how you have, what structure you have and what you need to solve, to maybe improve. If you need some ideas or consultancy, also welcome. If you want to share your use case with us, like how you measure your success with NetHunt and how you grow, please reach out. We also need to record that for other people and for you guys as well. Anyways, thank you so much for all of your questions, attention. It's been a lot and I love it. Next time we'll see each other hopefully in a month also, and I will share some more product updates in NetHunt. Okay, have a good one. See you soon. Have a good evening, afternoon, night, morning. Okay, bye-bye. Thank you too.